Consumer equitable treatment. Policy is TSI will protect the legal rights of persons served by informing persons served the rights and responsibility, fair and equitable treatment, providing persons served with sufficient information to make informed choices about utilizing the agency's services. Transitional Services of Iowa will inform people served by their rights and responsibilities by posting this information at each site in writing and also providing them a written documentation of informed choices about the organization's services. Persons served are informed of the responsibilities and relevant information based on receiving services and participating in services. TSI does not discriminate in the manner by which it provides services. TSI strives to recognize, respect, and respond to the unique culturally defined needs in persons and families throughout training and professional efforts in service delivery. A copy of the Consumer Rights and Responsibilities would be found in Appendix A. Release of client information. It is policy of TSI to adhere to and comply with the HIPAA in releasing client information. No information will be disclosed without written consent and authorization of disclosure by the parent legal guardian unless it is permitted by law. Upon first visit, the clients will be giving a confidentiality federal regulations protecting clients' records. Documentation receiving summary will be part of the client's record. Assigned to releases and information would be a part of the record. The client will be given opportunity to provide written consent, authorizing and disclosing information. Clients will have the opportunity to revoke any releases at any time, and a note will be made in the chart. In the event TSI releases information without the client consent, the client will be informed of this disclosure immediately. Following the knowledge of the unauthorized disclosure, the client will be asked to sign a document stating that they were informed of this mistake. Copy of the release client information would be in Appendix B. Informed consent in treating minors. All patients and clients receiving services through Transitional Services of Iowa has had an informed consent. The procedure is they will have a definition of the informed consent, purpose of the informed consent process, information that must be provided to the patient. During the informed consent conversation, purpose of the informed consent, documentation, and provider responsibility, client's responsibility, and scope of the informed consent would all be discussed. The informed consent would be utilized for adults who can sign the consent for themselves. The patient or the client unable to sign the consent because they are minor are unable to sign the consent but may sign in the client's place. The purpose of the informed consent, the documentation, responsibility, client's responsibility, scope of the informed consent, and there is also the adolescent informed consent, and that would be C, Appendix C for that. We do have a service agreement. The TSI will sign a service agreement, and this will provide the staff an agreement with the client and legal guardian with our agreement. Staff will explain the service agreement, what the services is, individualized, short-term, measurable, achievable, and attainable. The staff will answer any questions that they have at this time. A copy of the service agreement is in Appendix D. Also, we have come across language barriers, and TSI will assure those non-English speaking clients are served in a professional manner. When serving Spanish-speaking client, TSI will provide Spanish-speaking interpreter. The rights and responsibilities will be interpreted in Spanish, and those individuals who have special communications or language barriers will be accommodated through oral communication. Quest does provide a relay service communication for the deaf and the hard of hearing via telephone. To utilize the service, dial 1-800-735-2942. For telecommunications device and the deaf, dial 1-800-735-2943. The telecommunications service for the voice. Give the agent the number and name of the call you would wish to make, and they will relay the conversation. The calls are information are confidential, and the services provided to TSI are voluntary. Materials may be offered in other languages other than English if the population served is greater than 30% in 1/4. The population of non-English speaking that exceeds 30% 1/4 will have all necessary materials in their native language. Thank you.